battle for the Peach State is filled with legendary moments, from the 22-point Yellow Jacket victory in the first installment in 1893 to the 8-overtime Classic in 2024. Clean, old-fashioned hate has had its moments, and we're ready for more here in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Yellow Jackets will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To the air, it's Stockton. Dumps it off in the flats. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. The rambling wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. No, people forget Georgia Tech is a charter member of the SEC, and that was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about this? Tech has a line devoted to Georgia in their fight song about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how deep the hate is.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. He's loose. Turning it on. He's a slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Toss sweep right. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Takes a handoff. It's Haynes. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Just needs a crack to get a return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Toss to the outside. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play-action fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Wide open downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Here comes the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And the Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got an open man. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
He'll throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on fourth down. They go to the wide receiver screen. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's King. He'll get rid of it. Makes a connection. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Running to the left. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
And the Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Red pass, it's complete. All out of space. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Looking to pass, it's King. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The Dogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. To throw, it's Stockton. Takes the easy one to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
They'll run the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Quick step and go. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
The Yellow Jackets trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Caught behind the line. It's Lane. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Hey, the defense is going to let this quarterback find his fullback as often as he wants. If they're not worried about this guy hurting them out in the open field, they rally to him, they get a tackle for loss there.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Looking for the end zone. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll... get over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need 1 more yard on 3rd down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Get it out to the supersonic guy. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
That's just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Fires to the tight end. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He tries to take the top off. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia!
Ooh, we needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Fair catch, called for and made. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a man, it's King. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
It's simple, but it's not easy. You know, you miss on these throws and you see the ball not go near the wide receiver, but a lot of times it has to do with the bottom half of the quarterback. Are his feet set, or now he can start to move towards where he wants to throw the football, and you could tell his feet weren't set and he was drifting a little bit.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stockton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They keep it on the ground to open the third. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Finding an escape route. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing the linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Back to pass, it's King. Now adjusting. Trying to get rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's going to run it. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Frazier. Got a little space. Got the first down. Looking for more. Racing to the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dogs! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And the point after is good. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires on the move. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass, it's King. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. Here's the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Trying to get the corner. Finds some fresh air. Smashes ahead. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole, as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
Toss to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw. It's Stockton. He lobs one high down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business. You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good... Hey, sometimes you double him. Well, and sometimes you run the old zero coverage, like nobody covers him at all. And that's what they did right there. That's not good sound defense.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Non-native receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
So now it's 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Frazier. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got it behind the line. It's Humphries. It's a seam wide open. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
Motion from the wide receiver. Goes to the option. Give to the running back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And I love how this offensive coordinator uses all of his playmakers and all of the speed. This is a guy that we've seen hurt defenses before catching the football, but you can get him involved in the running game as well with the option play. You get him on the perimeter. He's the pitch man. Nobody accounting for him. It's an easy walk-in score for the offense.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he picks up a 1st down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the option. Finding open areas. Flying down the right side. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
Well, we knew coming into this game they were going to try and get this receiver the football as many touches as possible. And
Oh, they blocked the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's caught. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Really nice time. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most late in the ball game? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. The corners are walked up tight. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The option look. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Dogs! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. Kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Looking to throw in Stockton. Floats it out in space. Wide open. Headed to the end zone. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Miller. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. A fair catch called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Haynes. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25. Line. Forced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He breaks a tackle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Oh, the sweet feet. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Try to get it to the edge. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the time. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's King. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Grab behind the line. It's Haynes. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. up top again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the... five. And the Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big... fires toward the end zone. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They'll run the option. He gets it in for the two-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The clean old-fashioned hate was evident, and now Georgia Tech has even more reason to hate the Dogs because the red and black come out on top. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. They took it right down to the wire, final game of the season, but they are now bowl eligible, and they can cash in on those extra practices and bonding time.
It's really a great moment. Like, you work so hard, and listen, this team, the season didn't go exactly how they wanted it to go, but to end on a high note is really good. And yes, Palmer, talking about those moments, the free vacation, the hotel, the new spot, the new things you get to do, the practice is fine, but extra time with your boys.
No doubt about it. Memories that will last a lifetime. The bowl experience is something today in the college football playoff that gets overlooked a lot, but it still means so much to these players. They worked so hard this offseason. You're right. It was a roller coaster of a season on the field, but they got the win here at the very end of the season to earn that trip.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.